Hi guys, hi, welcome to my channel. Welcome to DIY Art Plus. I'm here with a DIY, you can say. I'm gonna work in this backyard and look what I did. I am so proud of myself that this is something I did. I'm still not done. I have to work on the side of my house here too. So I'm gonna bring this all the way back there, but hopefully one day, not today. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna work today. I'm gonna show you step by step. I don't know if anyone is really interested to even do anything like this because it's a big project. So let me show you what I did and how it looked like before. And you know what? I did the whole thing in one day. One day. I cannot believe that. Alright, so now again, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, give a big thumbs up. So let's start. So this is how it looked like before. You can see there's a lot of junk here and I have to remove that, and we have this one spot right here where we have the leakage like in our basement, so that's why we are doing this. And I'm gonna cover all of this area with the rocks, and I'm gonna remove and dig all of this area. And I'm also gonna have to think about what I'm gonna do with this one here. And I'm also gonna remove the fence around this little plant I have here. Now this is the wood that I put it on the edges. Just thought this will be easier to know how it's gonna look like. Now this is the day before I started my project, and I was thinking what rocks I want to use. I'm gonna use this river rock, but there are other options too. I don't want to go with the small rocks here, so I go with the river rocks. That's what I'm gonna use. I also visit other store, Home Depot, Lowe's, but I think this was the cheapest one and it's a good one actually. So that's that. And this is the edging stone that we picked. My husband is helping me here, and gosh, this was so heavy. It took us maybe like 20-25 minutes to just put them all in a cart here and unload it at home. So I mean, it's not easy. And we picked up about like 25-26 rocks, stones, and this wasn't obviously enough, so we had to go the second day too to get more stones. But this is all we checked out from the Menards, and this is the second day here now. And overnight I was thinking about doing something else, so these are all the other stuff that I picked up. One more stone, and I also picked up that landscape glue. You can take a picture what I'm using. We also got some landscape fabric and staples, some paver base, and also some sand. And we'll bring 2 cars, so that's why we can also pick this river rocks. So we just gonna load that in our car too. So look at this. This was the hardest part, trust me. And trust me guys, I also help my husband a little bit here. As you cannot see me here because I'm making a video, right? But trust me, I also help my husband a little bit here because it looks like he's doing all the stuff and I'm just walking around. But this was the hardest part I did. So again, we bring 2 cars at Menards, and here we go now. Let's start. Alright, so now I'm gonna use this wood as a reference, and I already laid this down like this wherever I want to add that large rocks. So basically I'm just putting these woods like this, and I'm just gonna use that as a reference, and I'm just gonna dig it all up, and I'm gonna remove all the top grass. And obviously I didn't have the right tool for this one part only, but I'm just gonna use what I have here and I'm just gonna make it work. So I started doing this at around 10 a.m. in the morning, and I was done by maybe 7:30 or 8. I took some break, lunch break, dinner break, but it wasn't too bad, to be honest. But trust me, it's a lot of work. And I'm gonna fast forward this video a little bit because you don't want to see me doing that for a whole day, right? So I kind of created that whole line on one side, and then I'm just working on the other side, so that way it's very easy to remove the whole grass. It just took me a little time to figure out how this really works, because I never did this type of stuff before. This is actually my first time doing this, so don't trust me on this. Just in case, if you really want to do something like this and want to follow my video, I mean, you can. It's not too bad. So far it's been 2 months I did this project. There is no leakage in my basement anymore. It was the water was leaking a lot in my basement. Not anymore after this project I did. So I mean, if you want to, you can follow me what I'm doing, but it's do it at your own risk. All right, so I'm done with the half part. I'm just working on the half now. Alright, so I made sure that the area is kind of level. I'm just removing all the extra grass, extra dirt from especially the edges, because I'm gonna keep about 4 inch deep on the edge, so that way I can easily put the stone on the edge. And it also chipped my nail. It took me a month to grow this long, but no, okay, that's okay. Back to work. I'm just still leveling everything, and after I was done, I just used that wood to just tap on the edges, so that way everything is nice and level again, hopefully. So yep, this is what I'm doing. I'm just tapping it on top of this soil. This way it was easier. And then I unload this stone from my car. And I had to call my husband for help, so he helped me a little bit here. And I'm also going to use this fabric, landscape fabric. This is what I'm going to use. It's 2-star. I don't know how it's going to work, but we'll see. And luckily we have this card, so this was easier than we thought actually. So yep. And we also put this stone on the edges like this, so it's easier to figure out where I want to put the stone. And I'm gonna do like 2 layers, so like first stone, and on the top of this area, like the top stone, I'm gonna have to cut the half and put it on the other side. I'll show you later what I mean, but as you can see here, I dig about like 4 inches on the edges. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the fabric first. And it was really windy when I was doing this and really hot, but I have to make it work, but not too bad. So my husband helped me with this, and we just lay this fabric on the ground. And I also use that stapler to just, put it on the ground so that this fabric don't move. And trust me, if you are doing this, just start with the corner. Otherwise, if I turn around and the fabric is moved, so this is not the right way to do it. So just work on the corner first, work on the edges first, and then go from there. So basically, this is the stapler I use, and I just put I just use the hammer and just stapler it on the ground. And I just wanted to show you this is the paper base I use, and also I use this leveling sand. This is the one I used for this part. Alright, so after I put the fabric, I am using the paper base, and I know this is not the good angle, but hopefully you can see this. But I put the paper base like this. I try to like label this, and I also use this just wood to tap it on to make sure just that it's labeled. And I definitely use more paper base than sand. I'm not sure how much you are supposed to really use, but I really use more paper base here than sand. Now I'm just putting the sand on top, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna put some sand, and then I'm just gonna just use a wood to tap on it. That is the best tool I have here. And then we put the stone on it, and we just tapping it on the side, on the top, making sure it's level. And yeah, we just put this one by one, but like this, and make sure it's level. And we are almost done with the half part. Alright, so now we're working on the second level, and I'm just right now putting this stone on here to make sure that it's all gonna fit perfectly. If we have to cut any stone for the edge, that's what I'm gonna work on next. So right here, the last corner here, I'm gonna have to cut this like half. So I'm gonna work on that. Now my husband come up with a really good idea, and basically he just tape it all around the stone like this, mark the area where he wanna cut, and just using his tool and cutting this. And to be honest, it just took him like maybe a minute here. It didn't really took him too long to cut this. And I was so impressed by him that it cut so perfectly. As you can see here, it's gonna fit perfectly here. Alright, so to the last second part, I'm gonna use this landscape glue, that's what I'm saying, and he's just gonna apply the glue here basically, and I'm just gonna put the stone on it. So we're just doing that one by one. He's applying that adhesive like this, and I'm just gonna put the stone. Alright, so now this next part I'm gonna show you. Don't count me on that. Don't ask me why I did that. But I don't know how else I really want to do that. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Alright, so I really want to add like 3 large stone on this area so I can put some pots and some flower pots there. So I'm just adding that paver base first. And then I'm gonna put the sand just like I did it with the edging. And I'm just tapping it on like this, and I'm just gonna put the sand. I'm gonna do the same thing, and then I'm gonna put the large stone on top of this because I really wanted this stone to be a little bit more higher from the ground, because once I put the river rocks around, it's not gonna be high. So you'll see in a second what I really mean. But this is how I'm just applying. I don't know again how else I really want to bring it higher, but I'm just gonna put the stone here, and so that I can also add the flower pots on this. Now on this area, I really wanted to add some more sand on the corner here because this area was not as level, because there wasn't enough soil on this area. So that's why I'm adding some sand here. Now to the fun part. He's putting all the bag one by one. Hardest part, trust me, it's so heavy. And I'm just putting the rocks here, cutting the bags, and just making sure it's nice and level again. And this is what I meant last time. So as you can see, after I put the rocks, the big larger stone that I have there, it's now looking like a little higher than if I don't use the sand or the paver base on the bottom. It will be all touching the ground, and the rocks also, the river rocks also coming on top of this large stone. So that's why I use that. Alright, so we put some plants here and some flowers. It's a little smaller planter I have. My plan is to put a little bigger size of planter here and maybe more flowers, but this is all I have for now. but it's looking cute. I mean, I like this space. It looks so much cleaner now, and I love this. And we put this one facing the other way. Our plan is to bring this all the way to there, hopefully one day, but this is what we did here for now. All right, so yeah, here I'm all done. I might need more bags right here, as you can see, so I'm gonna go and get more river rocks again and add maybe 3 more bags on this area. And the next weekend we also did the other side here. So but this is how it look like. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, and this is something different I did this time. Hopefully it stays like this. But yeah, thank you again for watching my video. I will see you next time. Bye.